I'm so excited. I couldn't sleep last night, actually. It's really so cool. Probably the most important part of my good regime is water and sleep. There are certain things that I do twice a day, every day, no matter what. I brush my teeth, I wash my face. I don't floss as much as I should, but I try to floss at least once a week.
You're back on Jam South Florida's only station for hip-hop and R&B. I had a chance to talk to her yesterday, tracked her down, and got her on the line today. Now, you've seen her in Ray. You've seen her in Last King of Scotland. You've seen her in I Think I Love My Wife. We saw a lot of her there. And she's still doing big things today. My girl, actress and activist Kerry Washington. Hey, Kerry.
Hi, Lorenzo.
Hey, Kerry. How are you?
I'm great.
First and foremost, I must say welcome to the city, Kerry.
Thank you.
I hear you've been mad busy today. You've been registering people to vote. You've been in Hollandale, Liberty City. No Golden Globes for you? What's up, girl? What's going on?
Well, you know, I have my priorities in the right place.
No Golden Globes, though? I just knew I would see you on the red carpet, you know, with the best dress on or something.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. But I'm excited to be where I am. I'm really excited to be in Florida. You know, it's like we have a joke in the campaign that as a surrogate, you know that they trust you when they send you to Florida because Florida is one of the most important states.
Yes.
And so when the White House calls and says, we're sending you on behalf of the campaign down to Florida, you know that there's work to do. Because, I mean, you guys make it happen. You guys can really turn this election.
Well, I have been honored to talk to the president on 2 occasions, and I think I have a feeling he may call me again sometime this year. You know, there's like some type of election going on like in November, so I think I will hear from President Barack Obama sometime this year, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. I know you've definitely been a supporter for him since 2008. We'll definitely talk about what's going on in your career, but what's today been like in registering people to vote and the importance of it?
It's really exciting. I mean, one of the things that happened is that the power of Florida was so evident 4 years ago. You know, people came out in record-breaking numbers, and you can see that really scared the Republicans.
Right.
And we just have to make sure that we maintain that momentum and that excitement, that we continue to come out in record-breaking numbers. We have to make sure that people are registered. I mean, one of the most exciting things about today for me was meeting a bunch of 18-year-olds who were not registered. And so we got to help them fill out the paperwork. I didn't, you know, but people who are here on the ground, that's what they're doing. We registered voters so that they're going to be able to vote in their first election. And I can't think of a more exciting election to vote in than the re-election of Barack Obama as your first election. So, you know, we're just trying to make sure that the people who can vote do vote, and that the people who are supposed to be voting are able to vote. And we need help doing that. You know, we need volunteers. We need people to register. We need people to show up. You know, I'm right now at a phone bank, and we need people to come in and help us make sure that we continue this movement of change.
You know, of course, Martin Luther King's weekend was this past weekend, and you look back at how he spoke out against the Vietnam War, and, you know, that money could have been going to social or welfare recipients. And it's kind of like the same thing we're going through now, but the fortunate thing is that, you know, our president brought the troops home.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, what's exciting for me is to see how much change there has already been in these first 4 years. You know, that 32 million Americans who wouldn't have had access to health care before are going to now have health care. 1 million young adults who wouldn't have been covered are now covered. Changing the laws with the credit card companies so that the small print doesn't get us in trouble anymore, that they have to be honest with us. Bringing the troops home from Iraq, bringing our troops home for the holidays. I mean, there's just been change in so many areas and on so many levels. You know, just increasing the number of Pell Grants, making sure that equal pay means equal pay, that somebody's not allowed to pay you less because you're a woman. I mean, it just, the momentum is there, and for us to maintain that momentum, we need to make sure that this president gets another 4 years.
No doubt. If you just check in, we're talking to actress and activist Kerry Washington, and of course, she's doing what she can do right here in South Florida. More with Kerry coming up right here on South Florida's only station for hip hop and R&B. Here's Chris Breezy. Down right right here at 99 Jan, South Florida's only station for hip-hop and R&B. And this is a countdown to Election Day. Got Kerry Washington on the line. Hi, Kerry.
Hi, Lorenzo.
Thank you so much for the call, Kerry. But we were talking about the president, Martin Luther King Day, and, of course, getting people registered to go out and vote. Now, let me ask you this, because I have to look at it from the other side. Some people may be disappointed with our president's performance. Are you disappointed at all?
No, I'm not. I'm really excited. I'm really proud. And I think, if anything, what we're learning as American people is that we don't live in a, you brought up Last King of Scotland. We don't live in a country where one person makes all the rules.
Right. A dictatorship, right.
That's right. This is truly a democracy. And so what we've seen is that Barack Obama has not been able to make all of the changes he's wanted to because Congress has gone in the way of that. Congress has made it difficult for some of those changes to happen, which is part of why we have to make sure that we not just vote for the re-election of Barack Obama, but that we vote Democratic down the ticket.
And one of the issues was that a lot of us didn't come out and vote in 2010, and that's why he's had such resistance that he's dealing with right now.
He can't do this alone. And this has never been, I love that you talked about 2010, because this has never been about winning one election. This has been about a grassroots movement for change from the bottom to the top, that we as the American people are empowered to all have a fair shot. But if we don't come out, our representatives don't know how to represent us if we're not exercising our right to vote.
Kerry, you're absolutely right about that. If you're just checking in, talking to actress and activist Kerry Washington, and of course, hey, we could talk politics all day, but what you got coming up, girl? I mean, you stay busy. You got anything coming up?
I have about 3 films coming up this year, and I have a new TV show that's airing on ABC this April called Scandal. So that'll be April 5th. It's a new show from Shonda Rhimes. It's actually a show that takes place in Washington, D.C., and it's got a lot of kind of political intrigue and scandal, so that'll be really fun. And, a film called 1,000 Words that'll be out in March with Eddie Murphy. A film called The Details with Tobey Maguire. So lots happening.
I must say, I loved you and Ray. She Hate Me is one of my favorites. I know that's going back, and I recently graduated from film school, so the guerrilla directing and marketing that went into Life is Hot in Cracktown,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I definitely appreciated that. And what can you tell me about South Africa? Because I'm doing a trip there at the end of this year for New Year's.
I've never been, actually. I've never been. I've been to Uganda. That's where we shot Last King, but I've actually never been to South Africa.
Well, I definitely hope that you have a good time while you're still here in South Florida.
Thank you so much for giving us some time. I know the campaign thanks you, and I thank you, and all of the volunteers here. We just are so grateful that you would give us some time.
No problem. Tell Sabrina I said hello, okay?
I will.
Okay, Kerry. Kerry Washington, thank you so much for the call, and talk to you soon, baby.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about a breast augmentation?